All right, whenever. It's not a big deal because I'll be on. Welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks UFC discussion. This is for UFC 265. I'm here with the Bulgarian cowboy himself, Vlad, from UFC Celebrities and Classics. Say good morning, Vlad. Or for you, good afternoon.
Good morning,
Give a
Ranj.
greeting. I see Dave is already in the chat. Well, he was, but lot to soak in. But he just started a new job, Dave did. Good on you, Dave. Good on you.
That's awesome.
Good, bright and early morning for Dave. It's like 6 o'clock in the a.m. right now over there in
That's awesome.
Canada, British Columbia, Canada. But all right, so yeah, this is a very difficult card to predict, but it's going to be so much fun. So much fun. I think there's going to be a couple surprise upsets. I'm going to try to pick them, but I don't know, man. It's very difficult. But and we have a lot to cover, and I want to do no more than an hour today because I have to, family vacation today. So I got a lot of traveling to do.
Okay,
So,
we'll speed it up, then I will go on my channel with weigh-in reactions. Okay.
Yeah, weigh-in starts at in an hour, right?
Yeah, 4 p.m. here for you, 10 a.m.
Yeah, so we'll get done right before you, and then you can go switch right over to your reaction. I can hit the road, and all right. So let's get on with this. We're gonna go through every card or every fight on the card, give our picks, a little bit of reasoning why, and then we're gonna make a most confident parlay, 3-fight parlay, me and you, okay? And whoever's in the chat. Okay, so opening the card, we have Johnny Munoz Jr. and Jamie Simmons, Simons, whatever, Afro Samurai. Now, I don't know what your pick is. I didn't get to watch your video for this prediction, but I'll tell you what everybody else is saying before you speak. Everybody is taking Johnny Munoz Jr. There's not, I don't know, a single soul taking the Afro Samurai. Okay, all those people. I'm also going to take them by decision. However, see that dollar sign? I'm going to put a little. I already did. I put a little $10 hedge bet on Jamie Simons, the Afro Samurai, and I'm gonna open up. I think I took him at plus 220, but I think the odds went up a little bit, and he's at plus 250 right now. And Johnny Munoz minus 300 for Kid Kavembo. I know he's got the BJJ black belt. He's coming off a loss, which it was kind of debatable against Nate Maness. Some people say he actually should have won that. I don't know. And he's got a 3-inch height advantage. Those are all things considered. I don't know why everybody's so against the Afro Samurai. What's your take on this fight?
I'm going with Munoz because of his priorly better clinching and better wrestling. Also, you're a member on my channel, so you can access some community posts that are only for members. You can always see my picks. Just to know.
Yeah, I know your picks. I didn't want to, because that one I didn't present. But one thing you might not have known, Jamie Simmons, is it Simons? I don't know. But he went to he wrestled in Division I college, University of Wisconsin. He was on the team. So I don't know if I mean I haven't seen it in his fights because he always keeps the standing up for some reason, but
that's him.
Yeah, I know. I wish he would take it to the wrestling because I think maybe if we did a Trujesno, I would give him the wrestling advantage. But I agree. Johnny Munoz should have this. And I think pretty much, Crazy Ginger. He's got Simmons. Crazy Ginger Tallywhacker changed his name to Tallywhacker.
Yeah, that's him. That's the same sign. That's
yeah,
Ginger.
I know who it is. It's funny though, Tallywhacker. Good. I like Sim. I like that you're taking the Afro Samurai, but and that's why I did a hedge bet. But for Tapology, which contest pick, I'm taking Johnny Munoz. He should be able to get it. Jamie Simmons coming off a bad head kick loss to Giga Chikadze. Round 1, I think it was head kick to a ground and pound, if I remember correct. However, that was his UFC debut. So what are you gonna do? That's why I feel I feel for Afro Samurai, and that's why I put I put the bet on him. Uh-oh. Here we go. MMA Dogs and Locks tuning in. He's also taking Johnny Munoz. All right. Next, moving up the card. This is another challenging fight. We have Fury, Victoria Leonardo. She's a Spanish teacher. Taking on Melissa Gatto. Melissa Gatto does have that win over Cara Rosa that everybody keeps talking about, a Kimura in round 1. However, but people don't talk about Melissa Gatto. She had a draw against Saidi Roca, and that was a robbery. I guess I didn't see the fight, but I've heard from several different cappers that watched the fight. They gave every single round to Roca. Melissa Gatto got it because it was in some Brazilian promotion, and the crowd liked her because she's pretty, and that's why she got the draw, which should have been a loss. She didn't win. She didn't get the win, but it should have been a definite loss. But she got a draw because she's pretty. Victoria Leonardo, though, she's coming off a loss to Manon Fiorot, TKO round 2. But Manon Fiorot, I think I see her climbing right up. I see her being a flyweight contender. I think she's a contender right now. I mean, I have no problems with anybody losing to Manon Fiorot. She's awesome. But this is a tough one for me. It's coin flip. But because I'm fading that robbery draw that Melissa Gatto got in some lesser Brazilian promotion, even though she got the capper majority, I'm still taking Victoria Leonardo. I'm going to show you quick. That's my pick. Decision. All those guys, Guru, Parlay Punch Matt, James Lynch, and eBay's all taking Gatto. Yep, just me, Josh, and Tiger Bomb boys. Those guys we're taking Victoria Leonardo. Now, what's your take on this? I know who you took. You took the opposite. You took the pretty girl, but go ahead. Explain your reasoning.
Okay, I'm gonna stay with the pretty girl, Ranch, and also over 1.5 is my primary pick, but you're gonna kill me for that. So you're forcing me to pick a side, and I'm gonna stay with the pretty girl. I'm gonna tell you, the only reason is distance and feel for distance, if you know what I mean.
Nobody has a height or reach advantage. Not that I wrote down.
No.
I think they're about equal in that. You know what's interesting about Melissa Gatto I was seeing on Tapology? Her gym that she goes to, it's called the MSP in Brazil. Her, where she trains. If you look at the fighter list, every fighter is a woman. Is that weird, or is that like a woman-only gym? I've never heard of it.
Me neither.
Yeah, look. I mean, I'm pulling it right up right now, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 fighters on the list of fighters. There's only half of them are amateur, but 17 fighters, all women. Every single one is a woman. That's just sticks out to me as an odd. That must be an only women's. Can I go there and train for jiu-jitsu against 17 women training partners? Is that possible? I don't think it is. I think that's a women-only gym, which would be crazy. It'd be the first one I've known of. I was just putting it out there to the MMA Wikipedia, see if you knew anything about that. Have you heard of any? Yeah, me neither.
No.
Okay, well, we're differing there. I'm taking Victoria Leonardo. You're taking Gatto. Crazy Ginger's also taking Gatto. She is bigger, but that's why. But I don't know. I think I like Leonardo. I like that she's a Spanish teacher. And her gym, she goes to one of those gyms where her husband is the owner. So it's like one of those deals. Like there's a couple, not Manon Fiorot. Who's the one that just lost and retired? 44 years old.
Marion Renault.
Marion Renault, same thing. She has that same deal going on. Her gym is owned by her and her husband. So it's one of those things. But a lot of these professional fighters, even the women, they have their own gyms. But all right, I'm glad we defer on that one. We're against each other. Good. Next one, I think everybody's in the same boat. we've got Miles John Chapo taking on Anderson Dos Santos. That's oh, look at Ranj. Lesbian Jim would be hilarious. I don't think it's lesbian. Melissa Gatto doesn't appear to be lesbian, but that would be funny. Anyway, moving up the card, we've got Miles Johns, Anderson Dos Santos. Miles Johns, I already broke this down before. You know, he's a Kansas State high school wrestling champ. Very good wrestling. Kansas State champ, meaning he was better than everybody in his during high school in the state at that level. Best, okay? Anderson Dos Santos, I mean, he's coming off an impressive win against Martin Day, and he fights out of Team Oyama, California. Barinja, I mean, he does have a chance. He's not a chump. He's not a can by no means. He's got a 2-inch reach advantage, but I got to go with the 2-inch height advantage, and I got to take the wrestling. He's coming off. Miles Johns coming off a win against Kevin Natividad, uppercut in the 3rd round. That means he's got the gas tank too to still knock people out in round 3. And he's training out of Fortis MMA, which is in Texas, which they're fighting in Texas, right? They're fighting in Houston. So I don't know. I think there's going to be more support. And Miles Johns is just better. He's just a better fighter. So that's kind of an easy pick for me. I'll show you. It was kind of actually close for the Capper comparison pick show. It was kind of split almost. We had James Lynch taking Miles John, MMA Guru, and Ebays. Tiger Bomb, both those guys, and both the guys from Parlay Punch taking Anderson Dos Santos. So actually, Anderson Dos Santos had more cappers taking him in the show, but I'm taking Miles Johns. I think he should knock him out. I say round 2.
Me too. I'm taking Miles Johns potentially via stoppage.
Yeah. I think that's one of my more confident picks. I'm going to put a star next to him because that might be one of our plays for our 3-fight parlay. Yeah. Okay, let's move up the card. Next, we've got Manel Kape, Starboy. He's a Portuguese guy. He used to be a Ryzen champ, right? Out of the Japanese promotion. He's taking on Ode Osborne. Ode Osborne, the Jamaican sensation. He's all right. I don't know. I mean, he definitely has a 4-inch reach advantage, 2-inch height advantage. What I'm curious about though, Ode Osborne, his last weight was 143 pounds.
Yes, 145 he fought. So I'm worried, man. He's dropping to 125 and Kape is out of shape. Don't know.
Yeah, he's got to drop down 20 pounds, and it's hard for somebody already that light. Like, it's easy for me, a fat person, to lose 20 pounds. Me, John Morgan, we could lose 20 pounds easily. Like, all we have to do is exercise and eat right, and we can lose 20 pounds. Ode Osborne at 145 to lose 20 pounds to make the weight at flyweight. That's a lot of dehydration, sauna time. You got to think all that goes into trying to suck the weight to make that. And that's what scares me. That's why I'm looking forward to seeing how he looks at weigh-ins. But it doesn't – either way, I'm already taking Manel Kape. I know he's coming off a loss to Mathaus Nicolau, unanimous decision loss, where he was kind of slow in the first 2 rounds. But that 3rd round, he came out. If he came out the 3rd round, the whole fight like that, he would have had that win. And I think you learn from your losses. Am I right? And I think he learned. And I think Starboy is going to get the victory over the Jamaican sensation, Ode Osborne. What's your take on this?
First of all, my pick is going to be the fight will not go the distance. Normally, I would pick Kape, but he is riding on a 2-fight losing streak. That worries me, and that worries me a lot. So I'm going to pick fight not going the distance. That's my pick number 1. Because I know Osborne, I interviewed him. And if Osborne is focused, nobody can defeat him. If he's not focused, he's going to lose to a rookie. So he's so unpredictable. Kape is not on a winning streak, so not going the distance. And if I have to pick a side, let's go with plus money range.
All right. Well, hear me out though. The two loss streak. Matthias Nicolau is not bad, and that was a split decision. I explained what happened there. Alexander Pantoja, he's great. He's a top. I think he's top 10, top 15, right? So I mean,
Top 15.
top 15, and that I think was that was his UFC debut. So you could give it to ring jitters, like he might have, you know, you know, my first fight, I'm a little nervous. First fight in the UFC. I know he's rising star, but that's just Japanese people. Now he's coming over fighting UFC. He got all
There he
sorts
also lost his first fight in the UFC because he was not focused. He was like, he told me in the interview, he was like, "Oh, this is UFC." And the
you
second fight, he
interviewed
was walking
Manel
like this.
Cap.
In the second fight, he was walking like this, like a zombie. If he becomes a zombie, he's going to win. But
Right.
it's critical with him,
But
Never know.
what I think is something snapped. He turned it around that third round against Matthias Nicolau. He had the sense to know he was down. That's why I like when people have that IQ, like, look, I'm down, I got to go all out. And he did go all out. He won the third round. That's why it was a split decision. But I don't know. I just think he should be the winner here. I know he's the favorite right now. Bet Online has Manel Cop minus 202. Odie Osborne's plus 172. Man, that is very tempting to put maybe a hedge bet on that, because Odie Osborne, he's pretty
$5.
slick. Oh, look at Dave. Osborne submission, bitches. I don't know about that.
I'm covering the cam, Dave.
But yeah, where are those cats? They'll be down. Probably before the main card. I'll yell for her and she'll bring them. Okay. Moving on. Next up the card. Ooh, another female fight. Let me get to this one.
Oh, just kill me with this fight, Ranj.
What?
Just kill me with this upcoming fight.
We're gonna break it apart a little bit. We've already covered 4 fights. It's only been 17 minutes, 18 minutes.
Well, we must cut it then.
We're fine.
No, but you don't have time because of you.
We'll wrap. It's not going to take long to go through these. Believe me. Okay. We have Carolina Kowalkiewicz.
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 Carolina Kowalkiewicz. Polish is similar to Bulgarian. Kowalkiewicz.
Yeah. So the W is pronounced with a V.
Kowalkiewicz.
Kowalkiewicz.
Yes.
Kowalkiewicz. The W's are pronounced V.
Gotcha. Yes.
Carolina Kowalkiewicz.
Yes.
From Lodz, Poland. She goes to a Gracie Barra Institute, but it's called Shark Top Team in Lodz. Lodz? Am I saying that right? Or Lodz?
You can say Lodz or you can say Lodge. Whatever is easier for you. Lodz or Lodge.
Okay, Lodz. We're going to say Lodz. She's coming off 4 losses, but all those losses are to killers in her female strawweight division. Killers, straight up. Listen to this. Her last 4 losses. Well, Zanaunyan, she's not really. Well, she's 11-1, so she is a killer. Okay, but Alexa Grasso, Michelle Waterson, Jessica Andrade, all contenders. And even before that, Claudia Gadelha, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, those are all her losses right there. And every one of her losses are known women in the strawweight division as contenders. But then you open up, take a look at Jessica Penne. Jessica Penne had that big suspension, that last fight, that was a robbery. I think Lupita Godinez should have won that. Before that, though, she was on her own before her suspension, she lost to Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Jessica Andrade, which both also beat Carolina. Danielle Taylor, though. Danielle Taylor's not even in the UFC anymore. And then she also, Michelle Waterson, they've lost to a lot of the same, but way back, Ziola Frostro, I don't know. I'm not impressed with Jessica Penne. especially that last fight. I think they just gave that to her because she was media play because she was a 2-year suspension. She trains with Angela Hill, by the way, over at Alliance. That's with your boy Wilson Hayes.
Yes.
Yes. So that's probably why if you are you picking her? Let me see. No, you're picking Kovalkiewicz. Now
Yes.
go ahead, give
Carolina.
me your spiel on this.
Well,
Why are you
Jessica
taking Carolina to beat Jessica Penne, who gets trained by
Jessica
Hilton?
Penne won Lupita Godinez via robbery. She was not better. Plus, she can't control Karolina Kovalkiewicz that way. The way she controlled Lupita, she is not going to control Karolina that way. With Lupita, she only had a bit of control and that's it. But Lupita landed more clean shots. So, yeah, clean robbery, but...
Jessica Penne does have a slight height and reach advantage. Just slight, though. A couple inches, 2 inches, and 3-inch reach. Yeah, I'm with you. And I'm confident. I like Kovalkiewicz because her 4 losses, everybody's fading her. And what's the odds right now?
Minus 126 at my bookie for Carolina, plus 1-0, I believe 9 or 1-1-0 for Penne.
Yeah, I got Penne at plus 116, Carolina minus 136. So it moved a little bit. That means money's coming in on Carolina. But that's still my pick.
My too.
Yeah. And I will show you a lot of other people picked her too. We got Perfect Parlay Pursuit, Greedo, Clint, and Leighton from UFC Gambling Addicts. MMA Fortune Teller took Penne. And so did Pub Sports Radio and a couple of Perfect Parlay Pursuit guys. Okay, let's move up the card. We're both on Carolina Kovalkiewicz. Okay, next we're got the fight between the veteran Ed Herman. This guy's been in the UFC or not. He's been a pro fighter. His pro debut was in 2003. He's the coach over at American Top Team Portland, not the one in Florida. American Top Team Portland. He's the coach there. You know who he coaches there, though? He coaches Ricky Simone, Austin Springer, and Brent Primus. They all come out of that gym where he's the coach. Ed Herman, short fuse Ed Herman. He's coming off a win against Mike Rodriguez by Kimura, round 3. Here's the catch. He's 40 years old. Now his opponent, Alonzo Menefield. Alonzo, fighting out of Fortis MMA in Dallas, Texas. So he's in Texas. He's coming off a win against Fabio Charant, but Fabio Charant was a short notice fill-in debut for Charant. And his last promotion, I believe, was that Cage Fury. Or maybe was it? Yeah, I know it was something out of the Northeast up here. But Alonzo Menefield got him with the Von Flue choke. Coincidentally, he got knocked out by OSP the fight before that, and then he used OSP's signature submission, to beat Fabio Charant. But regardless, he's got the slight reach advantage, and here's the deal: he's 33, so he's got the big age advantage, and he doesn't have double-digit losses. He's only got 2 losses. Big favorite here. Every full capper consensus. Everybody took him. I also took him. TKO in the first. But I'm going to hedge bet. I'm going to put a little $5 bet on Ed Herman, I think. $5 or $10. Just because I like the old guy, even though I think he's going to lose. But I'm going to be rooting for him. What's your take on this fight with Alonzo and Ed Herman?
My pick not going the distance. If I must pick a side, gonna go with Menefield, but I'm not that confident because you got striker and the superb striker finisher versus submission dude. So, but yeah, bomb dropper Menefield if I must choose a side.
Yeah, I know Ed Herman. He just looks like he's got that 40-year-old dad bod, he's not. Alonzo Menefield's I think he's like a trainer or something, or maybe not. Maybe that's a different guy. Is that a different guy? or is it Alonzo? I don't know. He's like, but he's a physical. It is Alonzo Menifee. He's like a physical trainer. He is. Because I remember he was supposed to fight William Knight, who was also a physical trainer, but that's who Fabio Charant had to fill in for. Just so you know. So yeah, we're both on agreement with Alonzo Menifee. I'm going to look at the odds really quickly. Menifee is a minus 240 favorite. Ugh. I like it, but I don't like it that much. So, okay, let's move up the card. Another good, tough fight to pick. I might have to break the board out for this one. We've got Drake, the great Dracolini, Draco Rodriguez, and he's taking on Vendetta, Vince Morales. Draco Rodriguez, he comes in off a loss, big L to Amin Zahavi. Draco Rodriguez, he got knocked out with an overhand right round 1. Quick, and that's Amin Zahavi's Faraz Zahavi's brother. Faraz Zahavi is the coach over at TriStar out of Canada. Anyway, Draco Rodriguez, slight reach and height advantage. Nothing doesn't make a difference. He's fighting out of Iowa. According to my notes, he's fighting out of Iowa, a place called One Combat Academy. Now he's taking on Vince Morales. Vince Morales, he's a cousin to Ricky Simone. Vince Morales is. I don't know if you know that. He's also another high school state wrestling champ out of the state of Oregon. Oregon State high school wrestling champ. And there's a story behind that. I read an article. When he started wrestling, his dad's like, yeah, why don't you try wrestling? You want to try it out? He's like, okay, Dad. His freshman year when he was in 9th grade, 0-12. He didn't win one fight. He didn't win one wrestling match until the 10th grade year, halfway through, because he was going to quit. He was going to quit wrestling, and his dad says, I don't raise a family of quitters. You're not quitting. I don't care if you lose every wrestling match. You're finishing the season out. After that talk with his father, he ended up winning the rest of the season, making it to the States and winning Oregon State Wrestling Championships for high school. So that story kind of inspires me, and that's what caused me to. I was on the fence, Draco, Vince. So, but anyway, I'm gonna take Vince Morales here. That's my side I'm picking. I know he's coming off 2 losses, which is not a good look at all, but he does have a win against Amin Zahavi, who just knocked out Draco Rodriguez. Vince Morales has a unanimous decision win against him. So those reasons are why I'm taking Vince Morales, and I like it. I like that pick. I'm not flipping. So what's your look on this? I know in your video all you said was within distance, but you didn't pick a side. You know how I do.
I'm staying with no distance, so you are torturing me with picking a side. Same reasons you say going with Morales, but same reasons you say.
Look it. Here's one of the cats. This cat is named Clarence.
Clarence
is a new kitty. This is the more calmer one. We have his sister too.
His sister bites my finger.
His sister bites and scratches, but Clarence is good.
Clarence
good cat. Good cat.
Sister is not good, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna go try to get his sister.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, back to this.
Nora can try to get a flag.
What? Oh, we got the flag. Right here. I'll support you. But first, you got to give me a pick. Draco or Vince Morales?
Vince.
Give me a pick.
Vince.
Yeah, let me see the odds. Let's see if it's worth the. They're both negative numbers. I have minus 102 for Vince, minus 118 for Draco. Draco, that's a cool name, but it's not.
No distance. How much is the odd range? How much is no distance?
I'm gonna check it out. Fight to start round 3. No. Plus 155.
No
And
distance.
fight goes the distance. No. Minus 125. So it's still a minus number. But for you, that's not that bad of a number because you. But look at the fight to start round. When do you think it'll fight to start round 2? If it doesn't start round 2, if it ends in the first round, plus 300. You think it's going to go 1, 2, or 3 rounds? You said within distance or inside the distance. Second round. So that's a good bet. Second round plus 155 for fight to not start round 3. Okay, here's the other one. This is his sister Chance. They look very similar, right? But Chance is a little crazier, aren't you, baby? Yeah. Yep. So that's our new kitties, Chance and Clarence.
Where is Nippy?
Nippy is sleeping on the couch. Go bring her back upstairs.
Okay.
All right, a bit. And this is the veteran kitty. This is the
Nippy.
I'm gonna
He's
rename
not angry
Nippy
now.
to. I'm gonna rename Nippy to Kavakovich.
Oh, Chloe. She is not angry now.
I'm just kidding. That's all right. She's fine. She'll go right back to sleep. There you go, baby. All right. So good. I'm glad we're both on Vince. I'm forcing you to take a side. Yes. Thank you, Crazy Ginger, backing up my little story about his wrestling career. Crazy Ginger Tallywhacker. All right, moving up the card. How are we looking on time? We're good. Okay, move card. We got this. Oh, this is the biggest. I think this is the biggest spread on the card. We have Ataman Rafael Fiziev taking on Bobby King Green. So everybody's on board with the striking coach from Tiger Muay Thai, Rafael Fiziev. I told you months ago that I was real high on this guy. Nothing. She's still nippy. I was just joking. But Bobby Green, he's slick. He's sneaky. He's got some slick, smooth striking. Against a striking coach, I'm not sure. But I think Bobby Green is all around. Like if you include ground game, grappling, BJJ, I think he might have I don't know. I'm not sure of Rafael Fiziev if he has any wrestling or anything. But Bobby Green, I think a path to victory would be to bring that fight to the ground if he can. So I think you would probably know more about this than I would. They're both coming off. Bobby Green lost to Thiago Moises by unanimous decision. That's Thiago Moises is decent. Rafael Fiziev knocked out Renato Moicano. Renato Moicano, not as good as Thiago Moises. But anyway, shed some light on this. You know, Rafael Fiziev was a police officer in Kyrgyzstan. Did you know that?
I do.
I bet you he was one of those mean cops, like the ones that that you don't want to get pulled over by. He looks like one of those guys.
Fiziev has good anti-wrestling defense. That's true because he comes from Muay Thai. But if he gets put on his back, that could be a big problem. Cautiously picking Fiziev, but very cautiously.
Yeah, this was like I said, everybody was all over Fiziev. Not a single soul took Bobby Green, including me. I also took Fiziev. Only because his striking is he's so fast, man. He's fast, he's on point. He like picks his shots and he's good with the jab, hooks, everything. He's great. He's a great striker, Rafael Fiziev. And plus Bobby Green's got double-digit losses. So, but Crazy Ginger, Bobby Green got robbed. He's saying he should have won that against Thiago Moises, and I kind of agree. I agree too. So, look, he's supporting Bobby Green. You know what? I think I'm gonna hedge bet it. Just just cause I'm gonna throw a little hedge bet on Bobby Green. Even though I already put Fiziev in parlays, a couple of them, but I'm gonna just put a little hedge bet here at plus 220. $10 will get me $10 give me $22. So anyway, crap. Refresh. All right, back to this. So moving up the card, this next fight, because we're cutting short. We got 15 minutes left. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes before the weigh-ins. We have the Kung Fu Monkey Yadong Song taking on Casey Kenny. This one is a tough one. Oh, I'm still on the fence because I did watch Media Day where they both had their little talks with the media. Yadong Song has coming off a loss to Kyler Phillips, okay? And that fight, I was so upset at Yadong Song because I picked him. I put money on him. I had him locked. And he went into that. He knew he was down 2 rounds, and he went into the 3rd round doing nothing with no sense of urgency, no sense of, like I should try to win this. It kind of like he just went with the motions, went with the flow just to get the fight over and take that loss. And that's why I'm going with the judo champ too, Casey Kenny. He's a judo champ. But,
yes.
And Casey Kenny, he's coming off a loss to Dominic Cruz, split decision, but thing is he never gave up. He did not give up, but he fought the whole fight. Yadong Song down 2 rounds to none against.
Can I have the kittens out of the room?
Not until Mom gets back. Okay. Against Kyler Phillips, he was. Nora, please stop. He was down 2 rounds. That 3rd round, I was like, he's going to come in here and give it his all because he wants. But he didn't. He disappointed me. But in the interview, Media Day, just yesterday, they had Media Day interview. He had a translator, of course, but he said he's got a new plan of attack. His translator said he realizes his output wasn't enough. He's going to improve the aggression and be more forward, more coming at you with more aggressive in his attacks. That's why now I think I might be flipping my pick, but it was split all the way. Split. The cappers had it split even, right? And I took Casey Kenny because of that whole thing with Kyler Phillips. But after Media Day, I don't know. Yadong Song he might be telling the truth. He might realize and learn from his mistakes in that last fight. I'm hoping. But I already got Casey Kenny in a couple parlays, so I don't really know what to do here. Who do you take in this fight? You didn't take anybody. You took the over.
Yeah, I took over 1.5, but picking a side here, this is the worst fight for picking side, but gonna go with Kenny because of your story. Plus, I believe Cody Stamen was robbed against Song Yadong. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with you too. Yes, he definitely got robbed. I think, and before that, who did he fight before that? That was another. He had 2 robbery wins in a row. Song Yadong did.
Yeah.
Let me see. I just want to pull it up quick. Song Yadong. Yeah. Oh, Marlon Vera. Do I have that right? Yeah, he has a win over Marlon Vera, and that was also a robbery, from what I heard. Yes, you agree there?
Robbery.
Fade the dong. This fight is a toss-up. Real MMA News is going to put a small bet on Kenny or put him in a small parlay. Nope, he's not. He's too broke. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I'm not trusting any of these guys in a parlay. I already have parlays locked in with Casey Kenny, but I'm not gonna On Tapology, right now I have Casey Kenny. I think I'm going to stick with that. But Song Yudong, I would not be surprised if he wins. I'm going to just sit back and enjoy that fight. It could be fight of the night. Could be a banger. Here's another one that I've been back and forth. We've got Tisha Torres, Tiny Tornado, and a rematch against Angela Hill, Overkill Hill. They fought back in 2015, and Tisha Torres won by unanimous decision. Pretty much, it was a boring fight. I saw interviews with Angela Hill after she's in media day. She's like, worst fight in UFC history ever. And I guess she was on Joe Rogan's show, and she said before the fight started, Tisha Torres told her, "Oh, we're gonna have a banger. It's gonna be great. The crowd's gonna love it, and we're gonna make money for the UFC, and somebody's gonna come up with we're gonna fight of the night and all this crap." Then Angela Hill said, "She hustled me because then she went in there, took me down, kept control the whole round, made it a boring fight, and she came out the winner." And Angela Hill everybody got booed, and Angela Hill said she's never got booed before, and she wants revenge because of that. Angela Hill's coming off a win against Ashley Monkey Yoder, unanimous decision. Tisha Torres is looking great too. In that media day, she was ripped, and she's coming off some Sam Hughes win. I think it was a while ago though. I want to say 2019. But Tisha Torres though, karate black belt, taekwondo black belt, married to Raquel Pennington, BJJ blue belt. Angela Hill, I think, is better in BJJ, but takedowns in wrestling, karate, taekwondo, you got to give it to the Tiny Tornado. This is a tough pick for me. What did you pick? You
Picking Angie. I'm going with Angie because she's seeking for revenge.
I agree with you. I agree. I saw your video on how you got your name. That was pretty interesting. You didn't even pick your name. It was given to you by your fan.
I didn't. It was the American fan. I told him this is not a cowboy hat.
Which,
and he said,
which fan was it? Do you remember which specific fan
it was? Ferguson something. Ferguson XX or something like that. He had that kind of a name. It was something with Ferguson.
Huh. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Or Psycho Ferguson, something like that.
Yes, correct, Trace. Crazy Ginger, you're on point today. Angela Hill had 2 robbery defeats. She lost to a robbery to Watterson and Gadelia. I remember the Watterson fight. but yeah, I agree with you. Sounds good to me, Tallywhacker. Okay, we got to keep moving. We're getting close to the end. We got 7 minutes left. Okay, next we have Vicente Luque and Michael Chiesa. Silent Assassins coming off a win against Tyrone Woodley, Darce choke. Chiesa's coming off a win against Neil Magny, unanimous decision. Michael Chiesa is the grappler. Vicente Luque is the striker. He trains exclusively with Gilbert Burns. Michael Chiesa changed his gym. He's been training out of Vegas, out of Syndicate MMA. He used to train out of Spokane, Washington, where he lives. But here's what I heard, little insider news from one of these cappers. Michael Chiesa's agent handpicks his opponents. I heard that. That's like insider secret. Like Chiesa, his agent can choose like out of Sean Shelby or whoever gives him a list of 5 people, and his agent chooses which one so Chiesa can handpick his opponents. I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's true. But anyway, I'm taking Chiesa in this fight because I'm a grappler, I'm a wrestler, and I noticed he's got very good striking defense. Not output, not volume, not offense, but striking defense. The guy evades because he's always going for takedowns. He doesn't like to stand up. So what's your take on this?
I think Luque trains with Gilbert Burns, which should be enough to stop takedown attempts and submission offensive attacks from Michael Chiesa. Anyway, if Chiesa drags the fight to the ground, that could be a really, really big problem for Vicente Luque. But I consider Vicente Luque has a great chance of evading submission attempts and anti-wrestling defense. So I'm going to go with Luki on this one.
Yeah, it was even for the Capper comparison show. Even both ways, everybody was split. I took Chiesa by decision because of the wrestling. I think he's gonna. Vincente Luque probably does have good takedown defense, but Chiesa, if he doesn't get the first one, try again. He never gives up. He's got that forward pressure, wrestling pressure, not striking pressure. Forward wrestling pressure. He'll go after takedown after takedown after takedown. I like his heart, and I'm taking Chiesa to get the victory there. Moving up, we're at the co-main event, and we have 5 minutes left. Co-main event: Jose Aldo Jr., coming off a win against Chito Martin Vera by unanimous decision, is taking on Pedro Munoz, the young Punisher. Pedro is coming off a win against Jimmy Rivera, unanimous decision. Now, the young Punisher, he's never been finished. Never. In his entire 19-5 fight resume, no finished losses. All his losses are via decision. He's only 3 days older. I thought he was younger, but he's only 3 days older than Jose Aldo. 3 days. He trains with Brian Ortega over in Black House MMA, but Jose Aldo, he trains Nova União, Matthias Nicolau, and Muslim Salikov, who I love Muslim Salikov. They're both training out of Nova União. And Jose Aldo, 5-inch reach advantage. And his pro debut was 2004. He's been in this game. He used to be a killer over at WEC. What is your take on this? Who do you got?
I'm going to go with Pedro Munoz because I think Jose Aldo is currently out of his prime. In any normal situation, I would pick Jose Aldo, but right now, Aldo is past his prime, and I think Munoz is ascending, but very close decision.
Ginger says here, very close, but I see Aldo breaking his leg in this fight. That's a good, you know what? I heard that he cracked his foot before on some kicks, and that's why he used to use his calf kick so much more when he was younger and back in his prime. But I guess he had like an injury to his foot, like he cracked the bone or something in his foot, and therefore now he's reluctant to use those kicks. So I mean, that might play a role here, but I don't know. I gotta go with Jose Aldo. He's a legend in my eyes. He's 29-7. 29-7. And his losses are Petroyan, come on. That was his last loss. I don't know. It's going to be a close one. I'm taking Aldo, though. Okay. By the way, that was a majority was going for Munoz for that. Okay. Finally, we're at the main event with 2 minutes. Okay, Black Beast, Derek Lewis, Cyril Gane, Bongaman. Everybody's taking Cyril Gane, Black Beast. Even though he's fighting at home, nobody's taking him. Everybody's using Cyril Gane's a more technical fighter. The only spot Derek Lewis has is that knockout, surprise knockout, like he did Curtis Blades, like he did Francis Ngannou. He does have knockout chance. That's why I already put a hedge bet for $10 onto him to get paid back $29, I think it was. My $10 bet. If he does end up winning, $29. Cyril Gane, though, minus 360, I think was the last. I can't remember, but I think last time I checked, it was minus 360. But you have anything to add to this?
Gane is more technical fighter, so I'm gonna go with him. But yeah, if Lewis wins, it's gonna be via stoppage. If Gane wins, probably via decision. But I'm gonna go with Gane.
And you know this is in Lewis's backyard. You know this is in Houston, his hometown. So all the crowd is going to be behind him. But I think that's working against him because now he's got pressure. Now he said in his media day, he said, win or lose, I'm going to make this an entertaining fight. So That's why I think he's going to go out there. But the thing is, Cyril Gane's Fernand Lopez has trained him well. He can spot, because you used to watch
He was a
Derek
guest
Lewis.
of mine, Fernand Lopez. He was a guest of mine. I know him.
I watched that interview of yours.
Great guy.
That was like a while ago. Maybe it was maybe last year, right? Or
last year, but one of the most intelligent coaches I've ever seen, alongside Joey Cooper and Trevor Whitman.
Right, and Cyril Gane is soaking in all that. Cyril Gane's only been in the UFC for like 2 years, 3 years, 2 years, maybe 3 years, something very short amount of time. So, anyway, yeah, I got full respect for Cyril Gane. But part of me wants Derek Lewis to win in his home crowd. But anyway, let's hurry up. We got about 4 minutes. We have to make what would you say your two most confident picks on the card are? Two for you, Vlad.
Gane, Fiziev.
Fiziev and Cyril Gane.
Yep, Cyril Gane.
All right, and Fiziev. Both the biggest favorites on the card. Okay. We have to add somebody else too. Who did we talk about? No, I'm not taking Luque. Who'd we take?
Jones.
Who'd I star? I put a star by his name.
Miles Jones.
Miles Johns. There we go. Let's see what that pays out. MMA, yeah, it's not going to be a big payout because they're all heavy favorites, but that's the one we'll go with. That we want a sure thing, right? We want the sure fight. I agree. All those are I'm high on those. Fiziev minus 280. Miles Johns minus 200, and Cyril Gane. We have not Cyril Gane. He's minus 360. He's gonna destroy that. How about Karolina Kowalkiewicz?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's better. She's minus 136. That's the best odds on our whole parlay.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, let's look at the stream. Luque, Bobby, Hill. I like Hill, but I know Dave is on Penne, and he's off to work. Sorry, Dave. Later. But I know Dave earlier said he likes Jessica Penne, so I don't know about Kowalkiewicz. I mean, he's not in now, but all right, let's see what that pays out anyway. So a $10 bet on that 3-leg parlay. Place my bet will pay out $25. This, I guess I make it $100 bet and pay out $250. I'm not gonna, but I'll put in that. That'll be our sure thing parlay. Yeah, Kowalkiewicz, Karolina Kowalkiewicz. I'm very confident with that one. Miles Johns and Rafael Fiziev. So here it is. Our 3-leg parlay, copy, paste, enter. Okay, that pays plus 250. Okay, there we go. And look at that, perfect time. We got a minute to spare. So, Vlad, I appreciate you coming on to the show. Show your merch.
Yeah. We've got only 1 flag left and 3 wallets. And like 16 t-shirts, but I've sold way more than I expected. I've sold way more than I expected. There will be more in the future to come. Just stay loyal. I have 16 members now, which is I nearly doubled my record. The last month I had 12. So I had 16 members now. When I reach 20 members, I'm going to add new emoji.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Unity of States.
All right. Crazy Ginger, Real News MMA. Dave, all you guys who tuned in and contributed to the chat. I appreciate you guys. You guys are great. Be sure to also log into this guy MMA or subscribe to MMA Dogs and Locks too if you haven't. I know you've already subscribed to me and Vlad because I know you guys. But anyways, good luck on your bets. Good luck today. Bulgarian Cowboy is going to do a watch along with the weigh-ins, right? In 5 minutes, like right after here.
In 5, like.
Oh,
in 5.
I'll probably jump in that chat for a little while too as we're packing our clothes. All right, thanks, Vlad. I'll see you in a little bit.
All
Take
right,
care.
thank you, Ranj.